Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at... Since last time, I've been thinking, in essence, someone rescued... But the tune was alleged... Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that... Either way, if this part of...
You really think so? But this story is all the way... Also, Paimon's really curious. Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be... Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go...
Huh? Me? Well... once I was sure that they were going to be okay...
Got it. So basically, Ganyu...
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining.
Well, what if this adept... She was probably thinking...
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most... If we set up... You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her. I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore.
Sounds great!
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the... Cloud Never mind. Traveler? Paimon?
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be... Wait, did she leave already?
Faster? Okay, fast.
Make my escape.
Okay, faster. Faster? Okay, faster.
Crumble! Gather! Stabilize!
Go.
Away I go! I'm out of here! Make my escape.
Chow.
I'm out of here! Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up! Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't.
Huh? Did we?
She doesn't like to travel. So in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during... True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would, since she's not here,
Uh-oh.
Please go on.
Our goal here is to find the... We can't hear any...
Yes, I think that...
So, all we have to do is... You know perfectly well that Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Can't touch me! I'm out of here! Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! What a...
What is going on?
How do you feel right now? Shenhe! And the Conqueror of Demons.
why don't you say something? Please don't make fun. Okay, fine. We're looking for an Adeptus, but if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are
It wasn't me.
yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna...
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last, your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind. Right. I didn't dare to... How's your training going, Shenhe? Oh, Oh, speaking of Cloud... Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulawat. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect him... So please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll... Sure.
It sounds like Ganyu...
Yes. Ganyu arranged accommodation, but when I tried... Sometimes I... Oh. So, you came...
Yep. Oh, speaking of that...
Music? Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us.
Yay!
We were just talking about...
Oh, really?
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh no! Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
The faint sound of birdsong.
Oh. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking...
And,
Hey! Don't you patronize Paimon! Let's get one thing straight. Hey! Why don't you just sing that one?
Oh, was that from the opera that Yoonjin sang?
That was a melody.
It felt like I would... As I watched Yoonjin's when you hummed that melody. So that's the power.
Wow, Shenhe. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like... what about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies?
I don't remember. I know some local folk songs. And the songs of the sailors down at the docks. Yes, that in the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did the way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it.
Yes, technically speaking, we should refer...
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Keqing as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. I have cultivated. I will save some for decoration. We can feed then. Do people say that?
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out.
Who dares refer to one not by one's adeptus type?
Master.
Our greetings.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she. Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed. One has received your message from Ganyu. Well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some
If you want to release...
Thank you, everyone.
Make my escape. Is this? Cloud Retainer, why did you...
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong. But have you... Guizhong is another... Long ago, this region was yet a sea gazer would
Paimon remembers that.
He was an old friend. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably be... As Adepti, his treasures were...
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
What kind of
No kind of She always sought to make everyone happy. And one must say, She had quite... It also helped that she...
Come on, get over your...
Anyway, just who would dare... Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Precisely. So, as you can see, even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws. We would drink together from Streetwood Rambler.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is or are you saying...
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights, one should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's obscuro vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished...
What?
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces doesn't... But in the end, back when they were rivals, that cleansing bell was one of...
Wait! That's... And she also said
Streetward Ram... That bell. As for her old... As soon as Streetward Ram... After all...
Whoa! So they were talking...
Enough! The cleansing bell, but Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing... The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of... Once upon a time, Streetwood music would go from mournful to many years past, which brings one back to...
But if she was so happy with the melody...
One was also in response, though the strings that...
Aw, poor Madam...
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the Had you not decided to search for that mystery as of now, you know the truth. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our
If I may be so bold,
Oh?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a... But this doesn't bring the city or someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely... Though these immortal mountains, no loss can ever... Ping has helped countless people, though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Run. Oh, when we get back, what?
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping.
Is not every land...
I disagree. Each new day and...
The edibles she brought this time... Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. Say,
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
what? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Can't touch me! Whoa! Madame Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. What?
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't...
Said what, precisely?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madame Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh,
One, given that lantern...
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
let me think. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived.
Who's...
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about...
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
After all, although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she...
so... How has she proven...
Once upon a time, she said, but as she interacted more and more, she marveled at the beautiful complexity. She told us, with the smallest amount of guidance, and a human who has reached...
She always had that her mechanical accomplishments were...
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer,
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement.
as Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower when I see the sight of Liyue.
Madame Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year.
Oh, yeah! Music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music...
I can make arrangements.
Oh, it's been a long time since I played, and whenever there was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was, no matter how much time goes.
So the past still waits.
Oh, but that is not to say that grief, despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. Just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You haven't...
Be that as it may,
Well,
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just...
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case,
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable...
huh? Does it have to be right now?
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long,
Gladly.
when you next see the father...
you got it, madam.
Thank you all. As for that melody,
Wow, that...
when that time comes, wherever her spirit may be,
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news. Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuching's here too! Thanks for helping.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
I see. That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and... I have to say that...
Oh, Paimon, but stream...
Madam Ping...
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly.
I think... that can wait until after the concert, though.
Ah, speaking of, Paimon has a sneaking...
Wait, are you serious? Oh no. Okay. All right. Nope. Another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu,
Please, share your insights with me.
well, we found out that music can be used for good, but, it can make people happy, and music is, like, a kind of...
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile. Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
That shit... Paimon feels like she's shoot! Latent... Wait, Zhang said he wasn't in a... Anyway, even if we... Ugh. Anyway, let's go
All right, let's take a break here.
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days.
Come on, what's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Shinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore!
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to...
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy...
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around.
Yeah, that's right. To tell the truth, though.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new.
I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part.
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Make my escape. Ha. Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer! And illuminated...
A familiar face.
Everything's great! But you know, if you're...
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng and
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought...
impeccable. Traditionally,
Wait.
Indeed. Cloud retain.
Can we not just call it a... She seems to take a lot of pride in her...
I trust that you found the answers excellent. The past should be when the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Oh, Zhongli! She said it's up to... When she says performance. As for the banquet...
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 adepts. As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then...
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot.
Thank you. The appearance is exquisite. And the aroma, since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hu Tao, and this is a little something called...
The Flame Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight
real life, opening the path without a fright. Oh! I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey! Woo! Yeah!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
Faster? Okay, faster. No.
Yeah.